Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Cheese Compilation! As is tradition, I have no idea what number this is when I start casting, but I'll check it out in between games. And if this is your first time in Cheese Compilation, welcome aboard. This is our semi-weekly or bi-weekly, I get those confused, examination of cheese that is happening on the ladder in StarCraft 2. If you're interested in being featured in the Cheese Compilation, send me your cheesy replay, whether you're cheesing or being cheesed, to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. I will get them to my screeners, all of whom are very lovely people. Let's give a quick shout out to Jonathan and Josh and Jackson. There were a lot of J's screening for me this time around. And then the last person was Logan. Thanks to all those people who took their time off this weekend to screen these, and we should get some good stuff going here. Bottom left corner of the map in game number 1 here is the red Zerg player. It is Cobra from NCJF, and in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player. It is Tyroleus, and he is cheesing. He is throwing down his proxy pylon down here, real close to the Zerg base. This has got to be a Stargate, doesn't it? Gateway Forge. Oh, Gateway Forge, an interesting way to do this thing. Oh, snap, early lings from Cobra. This might go pretty poorly for Tyroleus. Those lings are heading out. I did not realize this was an early pool with no gas and no expansion from our Zerg player. He is the cheeser too. It is double cheese in our first game? That was not clear in the replay name here, but my screeners saw it and enjoyed it, and here we go. We're going to get this thing started in game number 1. Quick reminder here. A few of these replays I'm casting don't follow this rule, but in general, cheese replays are 5 to 6 minutes, possibly 7 minutes at the longest, okay? If you're sending me a 15-minute game, it is not cheese. So please don't do that. And the lings come on up here. There's a cannon at the top of this ramp. Can the lings knock it down? Can only 2 lings attack that, really? Only 2 lings can attack it, but it's enough. It's enough DPS to get on in here. I just don't see how the Protoss player wins this. This is death. Kill this pylon. Good. Smart. Cobra's doing this thing. The probes should get pulled to save this. Why is he making another forge? Tyroleus, you're a weird person. Alright, so depowered everything. Zealot here trying to deal with this. Not going to happen. Surrounded by 8 Zerglings or more. And completely toast. More Zerglings joining the party. Double gateway here from Tyroleus. And he's saving up his money to make some Zealots. So Cobra needs to spend his money a little bit better. He should be injecting here with his queen. She has enough energy to inject, and the lings should be going after these pylons, these probes. There are enough of them. There are 12 Zerglings up here. They're busy working on buildings that are not powered anyway, so it doesn't really matter, which is a mistake. It is a mistake here from Cobra. As you may have noticed, this cheese compilation does not feature GM or Pro super high level cheese most of the time. So you're not going to see the best plays ever. Oh, photon overcharges up. Oh, you lost your chance, Cobra. You lost your chance. You could have gotten in here and killed all of these probes, but guess what now? Photon overcharge, run! And they do. Pylon still has 2 kills. All right, Tyroleus might be back in this thing. He's making some zealots. He could probably walk him into the Zerg base and murder him pretty quickly. Although there is a queen, and there are Zerglings being made. Cobra is floating 1,000 minerals because he's not injecting and he's not throwing down an expansion hatch, which he should do. Lings going after this pylon. Mothership Core doesn't have enough energy to throw down another one. Another photon overcharge. So they're making the best of the situation. Excellent positioning here by the Lings. No surround by the probes at all. They're getting picked off. Lings are fighting one-on-one instead of getting surrounded. And that's going to be it for the probes here from Tyroleus. At least the ones that are active. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did the probes win? Never mind. The probes win somehow. Gotta stop calling those things early. Alright, so back to mining. Back to mining with you, Tyroleus' probes. Any more zealots on the way here from Tyroleus? Yeah, he's making 2 more. So he's gonna send 4 in here. Oh, Cobra. Oh, Cobra. I don't know about this. Mothership Core has enough for another photon overcharge, and here it goes. Ready, set, bam! Oh, you thought you were safe, Zerglings, but you're not. Alright, so at this point, 24 lings have died in exchange for 19 probes, 1 zealot, a cannon, and a bunch of buildings. Tossing down another pylon here is Tyroleus, and we've got 4 zealots out. Finally expanding is Cobra, and there is nothing. Does he have anything? He has a zealot, a ling and a queen. That's not enough. That's not enough, Cobra. Oh, snap. This is looking real bad. We're going to speed it up a little bit. We're reaching the 5-minute mark, and nothing is happening. Oh, third base, Cobra. Why do you think you could do this, Cobra? All right, here we go. Good thing for Cobra is he has 900 minerals and a larva. Oh, injects. Injects are so important, you guys. You got to keep those going. You can stack them, too. Oh, looks like he may have. Looks like he may have. All right, Tyroleus, surprise! Surprise, Zealots. Going after your natural. Not quite sure if they want to kill it or not, but they will. They'll take the time to kill it. Reaction from Cobra is pretty much nothing. He is not making anything right now but that third hatchery. Spines, I guess? Yeah, there we go. Spines. Joop. Spine. Joop. And the natural base is gone. Broodling's coming out trying to do it with these Zealots. Can't do it. Not possible. 4 spines? Dang, 4 spines up. Zealots, you got to rush. You got to get in here and take down these spines before they grow up to be big, scary things that can destroy you. There we go. 1 down, 2 down. Zealots chasing after the queen. Splitting forces here. I like this. I'm a fan. Splitting the forces, killing the queen. I think Tyroleus has this, ladies and gentlemen. There's not really... I don't really see a super path to victory here for Cobra. Why is he not making lings with these larvae? He's not doing it. Alrighty then. That's going to be game. I think that's it. There are no drones remaining here for Cobra. He could make some drones up here at his third base or his main base, but he is choosing not to. We're going to speed it up. Oh, here we go. 16 lings. All right, maybe I spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps I spoke too soon. They're going after the spawning pool, but the lings are already on the way. More Zealots coming on in. Are there enough here to handle 26 lings? What is it? 17, or rather 17 Zerglings. Why did I say 26? 17 versus 8 Zealot. It's not enough. It's not actually enough. You need about 4 lings to take down a Zealot. And the math does not add up here. Oh, there we go. 25 now, but these lings are suiciding themselves, unfortunately, against the Zealots here in the main base. These lings are heading across the map. They're going to try to base race this. Where's the Mothership Core? Are you? Oh, Mothership Core abandoned her post. Holy shamoly, this game! Could this be actually an official base race? It really could. Tyroleus does not know about this third base. He thinks he's won, but he hasn't. Because his opponent is not being revealed, which means he has a hatchery somewhere else, which means you need to find it. And these are still hidden. I can't believe they're still hidden. Look at the path of these Zerglings that have run past. Just barely out of range. Not sure that Tyroleus did that on purpose or not, but... Dude, the Lings could wreck this. The Lings could come back here and destroy this thing. And Mothership Core could recall home. She could recall herself home and then photon overcharge the pylon if Tyroleus is aware of what's going on. Can't really guarantee that is the case, though. Where are these Lings going? Why are they looking for other stuff? You know there's a base up here. You didn't kill this. Go kill this. He's looking for the proxy gateways is what he's doing, and he's failing miserably, unfortunately. But, oh, he found it. He found it. He found the gateways, but this is all that he's got left. All Cobra has left here. Plus, he's taking out some of these slow Lings, running down to get rid of those gateways. Yeah, this is the final building for Cobra. He should go build a hatchery somewhere else or an extractor or something. I don't know if you can take down these gateways before these Zealots come up on you. Oh, the Zealots, no. Come back, Zealots. Alrighty then. The Zealots are going to make this a little bit more interesting by not protecting these gateways, but still there's a nexus up here for Tyroleus. So even if these gateways die, this hatchery's out, and that's going to be it. This is not actually as close as I hoped it would be, but this was not unanimously chosen by my screener, so I figured it'd be a good opening one, and that's it. Cobra's out. Tyroleus is victorious here in game number 1. So great. We got a Protoss win, you guys. Protoss win. Game number 1. Did not see that coming. Thought those Lings would for sure win the day, but Cobra spent too much time killing these buildings instead of killing probes. If he kills probes, he wins. I mean, when in doubt, man, kill probes, especially if you have a lot of Lings. So good shot there, but Tyroleus is our victor, and good on him for never giving up. Let's come back with Cheese game number 2 in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to Cheese compilation number whatever. Game number 2 will be a TVT between Spicer Pirate and Mr. Smits here on Ascension to Ire, the Ladder Edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Terran player. It is Mr. Smits from iDrunk. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the Blue Terran player. It is Spicer Pirate from TPOTR, which stands for the Pirates of the Realm, possibly? The Pirates of the... Pirates of the Realm makes sense, although Spicer Pirate, not Space Pirate, so sure, Spicer Pirate could be an actual pirate with, you know, ships that float on water instead of flying through space. But whatever. All right, so it's a TVT selected by my screeners, 3 out of the 4. So I'm expecting excellent things from this one. Also, a reminder about cheese compilation submissions. Cheese is... My definition of cheese is something where if you go for it and it doesn't work, you lose immediately. That is my definition. Other people may have different definitions, but try to keep that in mind when you're submitting cheese replays. The other thing is, if you're sending in 5 or 6 or 7 cheese replays in a 2-week period, just please don't do that. Find your best one or 2, and send that one in as well, or possibly those 2, and let the screener decide which one of those possibly they will include. Including several ones does not actually help your chances, and actually kind of annoys the screeners a tiny little bit. So, just a bit of housekeeping there. I guess as long as nothing much is happening here, nobody's proxying. We've got Marines in production. Got a factory on the way from Spicer Pirate. That is actually a Reaper on the way from Mr. Smits, and a double barracks here. So he might go in for a 3-racks Reaper here against Spicer Pirate. So we'll keep an eye on that. But just a reminder that I do have a Patreon page at patreon.com/falconpaladin. You can be part of Q&As at the $5 level. You can be part of the I'll Love You Forever at the $1 a month level. Link in the top right. You can support daily StarCraft 2 casts. Going to be up front with you. I might have to start cutting back on the number of casts that I do, because my wife started a master's program at a university just recently, which means I have a bit more responsibilities when it comes to the house and the kids. And I have been staying up past 1 a.m. for the last 3 or 4 days because of that. To get my casting in done as well. So I might have to cut back a tiny bit here. So just be aware. Be aware we might not get the noon and 7 p.m. Eastern casts every single day like we have over the last couple years. Might have to cut it back on occasion. That's all. That is all. So don't think I'm dead if I don't post 2 casts per day. If it's just 1, don't worry about me. That is just what's going on. Whew. All right. So it is going to be a factory actually for Mr. Smits. So who's the cheeser here today? Engineering bay for Mr. Smits. Nobody's expanding, which means it is a 1-base attack. Oh, okay. Command center on the way for Spicer Pirate. So Mr. Smits, I think, is going to be the one doing this. It's basically a 2-1-1 with 2 barracks and then a factory into the starport right now at about 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And when I say about 3:15, I mean exactly 3 minutes and 15 seconds is what I mean by that. Marines in production. Factory, not much anything going on here. It's going to be a tank. So a tank, Marine, a Reaper Bush. Here from Mr. Smits getting stim working on that there starport. We're going to speed this up because you know what? No one's attacking anybody. This might be one, but I might remind my screeners we're not particularly looking for. It might have an amazing finish, but if nobody touches anybody for the first 5 minutes, I am feeling weird about it. Feeling very weird about it. Marine and tank here from Spicer Pirate. He's expanding. He's heading out. So let's slow it down to the regular game speed. And it's going to be a base race. We might actually just straight up base race this thing. Medevac's heading out for Mr. Smits from iDrunk. And actually taking a path where he's not going to be noticed by Spicer Pirate. Might try to sneak up in the top left-hand corner to where Spicer Pirate lives and murder all of his things. Mr. Smits has nothing back home, unfortunately. He's making some stuff. He's making a tank. He's making some Marines and some Marauders. This tank would be incredibly useful here, but it's 3 tanks coming for Spicer Pirate and 15 Marines for the guy, too. They're non-upgraded. They're working on +1 attack, but that is it. Actually getting cloak as Spicer Pirate, but guess who's here? Surprise! Marine tank Marauder in Spicer Pirate's base, going after the production facilities, and yep, Spicer Pirate's going for it, man. Walking right on up here. Marines taking out supply depots, going after this expansion attempt here from Mr. Spitz. Banshee joins the party as well. It is a good old-fashioned base race. Who's going to win this thing? They say never base race at Terran, but what if it's a TVT? What do they say about that, smart guy? SCVs do transfer down to the natural for Spicer Pirate, desperately trying to gain money, but his production facilities are pretty much on fire. So I don't know how much of that is going to help him. Meanwhile, taking a bit of a slower approach here is Spicer Pirate. He really should move his stuff up the ramp, but I think he's too much worried about what's going on back home to do it. Unsiege these guys. Bring them up. Oh, there is a tank. Oh, it's getting picked off by the Banshee, though. Yep, Mr. Smits loses his only tank. He is now supply blocked. You can't build anything else. It's time to run. No, put dudes in your orbital command. And run. It's too late now. SCV is coming in, getting a nice surround on these tanks, but there are Marines joining the party. Banshees overhead. Can they get any of the tanks before they are all completely dead? Maybe. No, they're running. They could have gotten one of the tanks, but instead they tried to run. Got massacred instead. Where? Natural bases. Toast for Spicer Pirates, and it's just going to be more and more of the same here inside Spicer Pirate's base. Coming back home, Spicer Pirate. He does leave a tank behind to try to deal. No, it's not enough. Is it enough that... No, there's a Hellion. There's a Hellion inside the minimum attack distance. For Spicer Pirate's tank, Mule comes down. Repair! Mule, get the repair! Don't just sit there! Mule, you got called down and did nothing. You had one job. You had one job. Banshee comes home for Spicer Pirate. Can he pick off the Marines before... I can't cloak either. Should have saved that cloak. Marines are here for Spicer Pirate there. Oh my gosh. Pulling back to the tanks. Smart play. Smart play. Banshee still alive. Oh no, I don't know if it's still alive. There's still a Marine remaining. Well, that's not a Marine. Oh, nothing shoots up. Nothing shoots up. This Banshee for Spicer Pirate is going to save the day. Oh my goodness gracious. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. The Banshee reigns supreme, has 12 kills. There are no Marines remaining for Mr. Smits. He has... Okay, I'm just kidding. He has a Marine. Where does he have a Marine? Click. Oh, inside the main. All right. So he's got a Marine that has 5 hit points. Can he finish off the Banshee with this Marine that has 5 hit points? I don't believe he can, but there are medevacs. There are medevacs for Mr. Smits here. Oh, and that's it. Spicer Pirate left the game. Wait, did the Banshee die? No. Where's your Banshee? There's your Banshee. Mr. Smits didn't want to leave either. He's like, wait, what? Just kidding. He just did. He just did. Wow, that was crazy. That was a crazy little TVT. I don't know. I think Spicer Pirate left too early. I think he could have used that Banshee to great effect to murder all the things for Mr. Smits, but he didn't even try. What did he see that he was so worried about? This was his vision. He doesn't see any production facilities. He knows his opponent isn't revealed. So maybe he just figured that if there's a base out there somewhere, I don't have a chance. It's a sad way to see things, Spicer Pirate. All right. All right, that's it for game 2. We'll come back with game number 3 in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation number 18, everybody. Yes, I looked between the last game and now. And this will be a 2v2 here on Shrines of Lizul. Captain America team starring Jeshaso. That's hard. And his teammate, the Blue Terran player, Soko. We have the Teal Protoss player, Sai, and the Purple Zerg player, Mini Titan. Yeah, that's how this works. We've cast a game on this channel, or on this map before. It was a DT rush, like a double DT rush. It was a crazy, crazy TV2. So I have high hopes for this one, which again was chosen by 2 out of the 3 casters, screeners rather, that I sent this to. They're not casters. Maybe they're casters? I don't know. I don't think any of them cast. They just offered their screening services. Again, if you want to be a screener too, feel free. It kind of spoils you for what comes up at the Cheese Compilations and One Trick Wednesdays, but send me an email with the subject of screener to falconpaladin@gmail.com, and I'll put you on the list. How does that sound? Meanwhile, it's a pull first here from Jisaso. That's how it is. Jisaso and Soko, which, I don't know, I think it kind of works. They're the cheesers, man. We got barracks and barracks. We got a quick pool with an extractor from Jisaso. Quick expansion from Mini Titan. It is about 40% complete. Spawning pool not even done yet. Oh, did Sai go? Sai might have gone Nexus first, based on what we're seeing here. No, you know what? It wasn't. It was not Nexus first, but it was Gateway Expand, which a little bit greedy in 2v2. 2v2 is a haven for rushers. If you're a rusher, go play 2v2. You will find your own kind there. Speaking of rushers, I saw today that Print F, who I've cast on my channel before, hit Grandmaster solely cannon rushing. Solely cannon rushing. That's all he does. Against everybody is cannon rush, and he made GM. So if you want to make GM, maybe learn how to cannon rush. I don't. Do we need more cannon rushers on the ladder? I don't know that we do. I really don't. All right. So Mini Titan, did he do some? He did some scouting. What did he see? He saw the double barracks. Good. He saw the early pool. He saw the double one gas anyway. Double gas from Jisaso and a Roachwarren. So he's not going. If he just went straight up Mass Ling, I think he would have killed Mini Titan. But instead, he's going for these roaches. So perhaps a tiny bit of a mistake here, or Mini Titan's base is poked here by Jisaso. And where are we going? You gotta go. Reapers here from Soko. Heading on out, trying to possibly go after this expansion base of Mini Titans, which doesn't seem like a great idea, but there is a spine and a queen and several lings here in the main, so... Alright, I suppose we could give it a shot. Oh, never mind, going for the main base. Here we come, trying to use as much micro as possible to get rid of these Zerglings, and so far so good, honestly. Got the attention of the spine crawler, didn't take a shot though. Did not take a shot. Roach, okay, Roach for Jisaso coming up to get rid of this expansion. I think we're just going to do that. Just kill the expansion for the Zerg player. I'm not sure if that's the greatest idea, but more Roaches coming out from Jisaso and more Reapers streaming across the map here too. Team Captain America doing extremely well. Extremely well for themselves. 3 Reapers. Don't focus on the buildings. That's fine. Keeping them alive. I like what we're seeing from Soko. He's keeping his stuff alive. Keep your Reapers alive. Don't suicide them. Don't go too far under the creep. Don't go in the range of the spine crawler. These are all rules that he is keeping. You're going to take down, or you guys work together and take down this expansion and possibly take down Sai's base as well. Maybe? Man, there's a lot of pinging going on. There is a lot of pinging going on here today. All right, we're going together. Roach and Reaper composition here from Captain America. And yeah, the Lings don't like it. The Lings do not like it. There are 2 spines up now for Mini Titan, though. Did take a poke. 1 poke from the spine. He's got to send the Roaches in to tank this stuff. And then maybe KD8 charge it. Those KD8 charges might have been the worst I've ever seen. That was not great. Just in the middle of nowhere. Reaper's coming around the back side. Never mind. They changed their mind. You got to focus on what you're attacking, guys. Get that spine. I guess getting the spawning pool is not a bad target either. Reaper needs to join the party here for Soko. And KD8 charge is thrown down to keep those Lings away. Speed is finished. Wow, look at that finish. And oh, the Roaches get surrounded. Reaper's trying to help, but in their range of a spine too. Oh, the Roach massacre. And Sai bringing along some Adepts to help here too. Adept, Stalker versus Roach, not as good, but with Zerglings on the field, it's a little bit better. A little bit better here for Team Non-Captain America. Team Teal and Purple. What the heck is Teal and Purple? The 90s. The 90s had a lot of Teal and Purple. So good hold. Good hold there for Mini Titan. Still alive. With his teammate Sai. Sai's working on getting Blink and a Dark Shrine. When behind a Dark Shrine, I'm not sure they're behind though. 15 and 22 Harvesters for Team Captain America. 28 and 18 for the other guys, which is totally fine. Checking for an expansion is a Mini Titan, but nope, there's not. But there's one for Soko. Soko tried to get an expansion. Gonna lose some SCVs in the process. Marines trying to join the party. Not exactly your kind of party, Marines. Not with this many Zerglings out. He didn't wall off either. No, Soko. You had so many buildings. Why didn't you wall off? Roach is trying to defend against these Lings. They're being so annoying, though. Refusing to hold still at any one time. Trying to get rid of these Roaches. Marines joining the party. We do have a nice Stalker Adept push from Sai coming in just behind. Just as soon as you thought these Lings were too much, guess who showed up? The Protoss Armada. Yep, Marines are dying. Marines are dying. Roaches are dying. I just don't see them getting out of this. Yeah, Roach is pretty good against the Depth Stalker. Not bad, but not when you're outnumbered like this. Oh, big old swell of Roaches coming in. 5 Roaches coming from the backside, and some Marines attacking too. Might actually hold this. Oh, the Lings coming from the backside, though. The flank attack from Mini Titan getting us around the Roaches. Making sure the Stalkers can survive a little tiny bit longer. Oh, man. Roaches are so bad against Lings when they're surrounded. It's crazy. Especially if the Lings have an attack upgrade, which they don't in this situation, but that's okay. That is okay. Zealot hacking away those Marines. Finally gets killed, and some Banelings on the way from Mini Titan. Oh, that might be the beginning of the end here for Team Captain America, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the DTs are here from side 2. Oh, brutal. Brutal follow-up with the Dark Templar. Any scans available on your double orbital commands? Yes, help your teammate. Help Jisaso. He's losing everything. Scan. I'm not sure there's enough to kill the DTs, even if you do scan. Nope, Soko left. Soko left instead. He had Lings and Banelings running into his base. Could not be bothered to help out his opponent, and that is it. 7 minutes in. Team Captain America loses this thing. Mini Titan and Sai are your victors in 7 minutes and 8 seconds. Good job. Good job by you, Team Not Captain America. on that one. Keeping your expansion was a big deal. Getting that Baneling Nest, a huge deal too. Managing to pretty much stay unscathed was a big deal for Sai. Walled off, had Photon Overcharge available, was prepared if there was an attack that was coming, but there wasn't, so it's okay. Then getting Blink, getting Dark Templar, and just finishing up, cleaning up. Okay, that's it for game number 3. We'll be back with more from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation, everybody. This will be a game between 0-0 and Sai here on Catalina, the ladder edition. In the top side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is 0-0. And in the bottom rightish corner of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Sai, which was the name of a player from the last game, right? But was that PSY or PSI? I honestly can't remember. Can't remember. Double extractor trick here from Sai, giving himself 16 out of 14 available supply. Sneaky start here, but look at this drone. This drone is sneaky from 0-0. What's he up to is the question of the day. One extractor trick from him, not double extractor. From 0-. We'll call him 0. Comes right on in. Does he get seen? I don't think Sai saw him. I don't think he did. And is he... What's he gonna... I don't understand. Is he gonna throw down a proxy hatch like right here? Is he just scouting? Where's our cheese? It would be amazing if we just like threw down a hatch right here. Nope. That's not gonna happen. So just scouting. Not getting a pool either though. Has a whole bunch of money. He's trying to find a place where he won't get scouted to do this, and it's not going very well. There's an overlord here from Sai. Dude, up north is the perfect place. If you're going to throw down a hatch, do it up here. Yes, he is. He is. All right, so Sai, here is the pro tip from Falcon Paladin. If you see a drone running around in a ZVZ, and then it disappears and you don't know where it went, you go check every corner of your base and your natural to see if you can find it, because this is happening. Either this is happening or the drone just went home, which is possible. I mean, it's not every time there's a hatchery coming down inside your main base, but this time there is. And scouting every corner is a beautiful way to do this thing. Oh, scouting the wrong direction as well. Is Sai checking his left side place first. Not even going to see the late pool. Not even going to see the late extractor. Have no idea what is coming his way. All right, 0-0. What are we going to do? Is it going to be queens? Is it going to be lings? Is it going to be spine crawlers? All of these things are legitimate possibilities from our red Zerg player. That spawning pool needs to finish, though, and I guess the hatch has to, too. In fairness, the hatch has to finish first. So I guess while we're waiting, I watched a video about the anthropological kind of rise of YouTube that was posted back in 2008. So it's a decade old, and it's talking about YouTube, and it spends a lot of time talking about the YouTube vlogging community. And how there's a lot of interaction between people and everybody knows each other and everybody's like bearing their souls on YouTube in video format. And I was like, do people still do that? I don't feel like they do. Maybe it's still going on, but all the people he's talking about, you search them on YouTube and like their last video was 9 years ago, 7 years ago. So I feel like that part of YouTube was a very brief period where people were just bearing their souls to strangers and meeting up and making friends through vlogging, and now it's all just kind of commercialized. It seems like every vlog has an angle to it. They're trying to sell something. They're trying to push an agenda, right? And there's just nobody just sits in front of a webcam and just talks about stuff that's going on anymore. I don't know if that's a bad thing necessarily, but I thought it was interesting. All right. Meanwhile, back in StarCraft, spine, queen. Here for 0-0. Throwing up spines at the front is Sai, but these are not going to help you. These will not help you. These lings that you saw pop out are not going to come attack you. They're here for defense. They're here for defense, and there is stuff building. Stuff building right here. He can't see it. Well, no, he can't see it. Cannot see it, because the creep merges, but even if he could tell it was different creep, which he can't, it wouldn't matter. All right, spine crawler right, just perfectly in range of this hatchery. Check this out. Wow. Oh, and in Vision 2. In Vision 2, it is basically a cannon rush out of 0-0 against Sai. All right, lings, queens, trying to join the party, but there are 4 spines and 2 queens here for 0-0. No, don't go by yourselves, queens. Bring the lings. There we go. It's a desperate attack. Trying to take out one of the spines. Can you transfuse possibly? No. One of the spines goes down for 0-0. Another spine does get a transfuse off. Oh, that's huge. That's a huge deal. And the lings coming out. Slow lings for 0-0. The attempt to defend looks like a failure. Out of Sai. This main hatchery is going to fall. And again, it will be 1 base to 1 base. 21 to 17 Harvesters. So Sai is not dead. I always say this, but keep in mind, if somebody's cheesing you, they are cutting workers to do it. And if you can survive, you're going to be in an okay spot. Possibly even an advantageous spot. All right, so just keep that in mind. Sai, if he can hold this, he's not dead at all, but he needs to hold it. I just don't think he has enough. I don't think he has enough. No, there's all this ultra 3 queens, and that's it. What is this? And he leaves. Has he never been proxy hatched before? Seems possible. He's never been proxy hatched before. APM for these guys is pretty good. 134 to 151. I mean, this isn't bronze. This is not bronzy, that's for sure. Good one. Good little quick ZVZ. Excellent. This is what I'm looking for right here. Is the proxy hatch stuff will always tickle my funny bone. Okay, that's it for the next game, or this game. Let's come back with more in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation. This will be a game between Drunken Stim and Kevy on Odyssey, the latter edition. Our first TVP. And our first game on this map for this compilation. That is fun. In the top left corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is a Drunken Stim. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Kevy from M. Kenor. Okay, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Some of these clan tags are very obscure and impossible to decipher unless you know exactly what's going on. So who's our cheeser today? Pretty early probe running out for Kevy, so very easily could be a Protoss level cheese cannon rush, which we have mentioned previously, can get you to Grandmaster. I mean, maybe not easily. I think Printf has worked very hard at this. He did an AMA on Reddit. If you search Printf as a user, you'll probably find it, especially in the StarCraft subreddit. And he was answering questions. He was talking about strategy. He was taking basically some insults from people. It was cool. I really actually gained some respect from Printf based on how he handled himself in that Ask Me Anything thread. Meanwhile, we do have a quick barracks here from Drunken Stim. Double gas from Drunken Stim, which could also imply cheese. So who's our cheeser today? Is that a forge? Nope, gateway. Double gas here, though, from Kevy. So both players double gassing it, which just should like set off warning bells in your head. If you're playing against somebody and they double gas against you off their first base, even Zerg, a double gas is something you have to watch out for because it could be just a Roach Ravager push of crazy times. Marine in production. I think that might just be to deal with this probe. Honestly, this probe scouting is going to ruin all of Drunken Stim's plans. He's drunken and he's stimmed. Don't like it. Don't like getting chased or scouted by this probe. Not at all. Upgrading to an orbital command in his main base, and here we go. Marine. Kapah, 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 kapah. Stutter step, stutter step. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's dead. No need to stutter step, says Drunken Stim. I can do whatever I want. All right, so now what are you doing with all your gas, Drunken Stim? You're sitting on about 200. You could toss down, I mean, I guess you're a little mineral starved, so you couldn't toss down a factory right now, which, okay, I can understand that. I really can. Twilight Council, is it a DT rush from Kevy? Oh, it could very well be a DT rush, but he's got a robotics facility too. Warp Prism attack? Ooh, or a Colossus Warp Prism attack. We have seen those. We have seen those before on the channel in the Cheese compilation, and they are kind of glorious, honestly. Especially against Terran, who usually has a lot of Marines at this stage. A Colossus shows up, and they're like, oh. Oh. Although there's a Marauder in production for Drunken Stim, so he probably would be okay against that. I don't think that's what's happening from Kevy, though. There's only one player brave enough to do that, and I think that was Mini Titan. That is a Dark Shrine, though, coming up from Kevy. So, okay, and all this makes sense, except for the robotics facility. I guess Warp Prism warping of DTs is fine, right? Additional warp gates in production. We do have a... Oh, there's a proxy factory down here from Drunken Stim. I didn't even see this. I was rambling on so much. It is a Warp Prism on the way from Kevy. So, I don't see this going well for the Protoss. Yes, your Dark Templar will wreck, because there's... Oh, actually, there's a missile turret here. Might not wreck. Might not actually wreck. But either way, if a giant army shows up here with Cyclones, you can't lift your buildings off and run, as Drunken Stim can. So they say never base race a Terran. This is going to turn into a base race, and I just feel like the Protoss just has no chance. Has no chance here against this. Even if the DTs are used defensively, Orbital Command should have a scan in just a couple minutes here, even less than that. Probe scouting in, running past a Marauder. I'm faster than you. Does he see an expansion? He does not, and that should set off more warning bells in his head that, oh, okay, there's an attack imminent. What is it? Should I actually move out, or should I... the War Prism's moving out. All right, Drunken Stim, I think you have this thing. 2 Cyclones, 2 Marauders, and a Marine. at 22 SCVs. Going for it. Going after these pylons. Did he skip Mothership Core? Oh, Kevy skipped Mothership Core. All the Protoss fans cringe. Cringe at this. It makes them so sad. It would have been useful. It would have been useful. Probes trying to surround these guys. But doing a pretty good job staying out of the surround here. Guess what showed up? Another 2 more Cyclones showed up. That effectively shuts this down. 3 DTs are going to get in here for Drunken Stim. There's a missile turret. You have to go. You can't sit back and do nothing. So, okay, he's sending one. Oh, I guess these guys are going home to defend, maybe? I don't know. But this Dark Templar is getting surrounded and getting murdered. He is up to 7. Died faster than I thought he would, that's for sure. Extra DTs are here to finish the day. But once again, an immediate surround of SCVs. 3, 4, 5. Going back home is Drunken Stim, actually. He's worried about this. Although he shouldn't be. SCVs are acquitting themselves excellently. It is 10 to 4 harvesters. Drunken Stim is up, and I feel like the Drunken Stim has this thing. Keeps killing probes. This DT in the middle of the map. Oh, the scan! That's it. That's going to be it. Good game from Kevy. Yeah, it kind of played out like I thought. Good game from Drunken Stim, and Drunken Stim is your victor here in this cheesy double cheese game. Yeah, rough go of things. Drunken Stim getting the missile turret was a stroke of genius. What can kill me, he thought. Dark Templar could kill me. I will have a missile turret prepared. Done. Everything else taken care of. I will kill everything else that he has. My Cyclones are really strong. Marauders too. If there's a Mothership Core, I'll have to be careful, but Kevy skipped Mothership Core. All right, that's it for that game. We'll be back with more in just a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this TVT edition of the Cheese Compilation. This will be a game between Frog and Fayhawk here on Odyssey, the latter edition. Now, this is a longer one, I was told, but it is worth it. But my screeners did not tell me why, so I will not be spoiled. In the top left corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Frog. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Terran player. It is Fayhawk. It's a kind of a fun name. Haven't seen anything like that before. So who's going to be our cheeser, and why is this a longer game? Looks like we do get an expansion here for Frog. The 1-Rax expanded it, going for another barracks here, starting a bunch of marine attacks. Meanwhile, Fayhawk himself is going right to a factory, not doing anything else here. Is he just going straight for a tank? Nope. Starport. Is this a Banshee rush? This might be a Banshee rush from Fayhawk. Holy shamoly. Meanwhile, so many Marines out for Frog. Now getting a factory, double gas here now, and a starport. So he's going for a double, looks like a double medevac Marine drop here. But that, okay, so never mind. It's a medevac on the way for Fayvac. Got a Hellion here too. What a strange play here from Fayhawk. Is that a ghost? And a ghost? Okay, we're getting interesting. We are getting double. Is he? Make some nukes, Fayhawk, for the love of all that is holy in the world today. Make some nukes. You have the ghost academies. You have a ghost. Please let this be a nuke rush, which is probably going to be a thing if the whole ghosts start out with cloak change ends up happening from the proposed balance changes. What are you doing with your money, Fayhawk? Get some nukes. Oh, he already has them. He already has nukes. Wow. I apologize for maligning you, Fayhawk. It's late. That's my excuse. It is 12:10 in the morning. Here we go. Marines, Hellions, and two ghosts. There's the cloak. Oh, Frog. Oh, Frog. Here we go. Guess what? He's unloading over here, too. There's going to be a nuke base race. Nope. Bostia didn't get away. Frog's down to 13 workers. He's lost 18 of them. Widowmine's defending here for Frog. Doesn't seem like enough. Trying to finish off this orbital commander. These ghosts. Ghosts, get the SCVs. Get the SCVs. Get the SCVs. There we go. SCVs are dying. Ghosts taking some damage here too, though. Oh, the scan wore off. That hurts. 7 SCVs. Meanwhile, Frog has to go for it. He has no choice but to destroy all of the SCVs of Fayhawk as best he possibly can. Is he going to let these nukes finish is the question. Nuke 1, nuke finished. Yes. Yes. We will get more nukes. I was hoping we would. I was really hoping we would here. All right, so main base is gone for Frog, but he does have an expansion where his 8 SCVs are working and double nuke on production facilities here. Where are they, though? Oh, they're out of energy. No, let them land. No, come on. Oh, they got it. Woo! The ghosts are dead, but double nuke there. Fantastic play. Marines for Frog, still murdering stuff, getting rid of those ghost academies that have been causing him so much grief. And I think we're chilling out a little bit here. It's just Frog wrecking stuff, a tank defending. SCV's up here, possibly to defend the tank if it gets... Oh, they are. They're repairing the tank. Is it enough, though? Oh, my gosh. I think it's enough. Check this out. Wow. Clutch repair. Clutch repair on USCVs. Oh, shoot. What? Oh, splash damage. Friendly splash damage from another tank. Scared me. Scared me there for a second. So both players have lost their mains, which is exciting. We're at 12 to 17 harvesters. Both players have lost about 20 SCVs, 24 for Frog and 19 for Fayhawk. Yes, both expansions are alive. This starport for Frog is going to fall down on its face. He's too busy building tanks to worry about that starport, though. Wait, maybe he'll get it. Ooh, 9 hit points, and he saves it. That was close, Frog. Was close. Mr. Kermit the Frog. Nah, he's just Frog. He's just Frog. Liberator follow-up from Fayhawk. I kind of like this. Kind of like the Liberator follow-up, and Fayhawk working on a replacement command center as Frog is too. And guess who's coming up for the attack? Marines and tanks from Fayhawk. A bit of a more orthodox follow-up here from our blue Terran player. There are tanks and a lot of Marines defending from Frog here, though. This could be bad. Could be bad for Fayhawk, but being on the aggressive is better than being on the defensive is what I always say. Trying to bait the Marines into these tanks. Doing it. Whee! Marine body flying into the air. Randomized physics, you guys. Pretty cool stuff. No. Don't attack into this. Fayhawk, get out. Just lost 3 Marines for absolutely nothing. Marines coming down to try to deal with these tanks and not doing very well with that one either. Yikes. Frog making some poor decisions on that one too. So both players struggling with tanks. That buddy just flew like 40 feet. Whoa. I guess getting exploded by a siege tank would kill you. Third base on the way from Fayhawk. Dang. Fayhawk is confident right now. I don't think that is necessarily warranted. Tank count, let's take a look at that, is 3-2. Frog has the lead there. 8 Marines to 4 Marines, 5 medevacs to 1 medevac, and 2 widow mines to 0 widow mines. So Frog has a better army. Fayhawk, again, expanding and sacrificing a bit of that. Hopefully, we'll try hoping to go for a contain right now is what Fayhawk is doing. Speaking of right meow, oh, Super Troopers 2 is actually coming out, you guys. I thought that was just a rumor that we would have to endure forever, but nope, Super Troopers 2 is coming out. Looks like they have pretty much all of the same dudes, which kind of impressive. Although I don't think that any of them really made it big after Super Troopers 1 came out. It was pretty much hated by the critics. They did not enjoy it at all, but the fan reaction on Rotten Tomatoes was a lot higher. It was a movie for the people, and I really enjoy it. I really like Super Troopers a lot. Liberator setting up by yourself. Dude, this is so many Marines. Fayhawk throwing this game away. Is he trying to set up a forward planetary fortress? Is that what he's doing? That is so silly because Frog has tanks and tanks outrange your PF. Yeah, just going to walk right on in here. Not going to bother sieging up. Just going to murder all of your things. We're going to lose a lot of stuff, but we're going to kill all of your things, so it's totally worth it. Bam. Medevac's getting picked out of the sky. Command center does not finish. Not even close. 45-28. Total supply now for Frog. He has that lead. That all-important lead. High-sec auto-tracking on the way from the Fayhawk. Oh, he's got a PF in his main base. Or natural base, rather. Not main. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. No one ever really does that. Unless you're rushing battle cruisers, in which case... Oh, check this out. What the... What, Frog? I said battle cruiser, and he's building a fusion core. He needs a tech lab on that starport if that's what he's doing. Loading up the medevacs, gonna move them on out here, and I don't, again, you can't build a battle cruiser right here unless you have an attached tech lab. Tech lab, that's short for technical lab. Is he making more ghosts He's replacing his Ghost Academies as Fayhawk. Oh, I was making another one too. Fayhawk. You are a hero among men. That's kind of cool, the reflection of the medevacs in the water. I didn't notice that before. Here we go. Unloading. What does Fayhawk even have right now? He has 26 Marines and 2 Marauders. Maybe it's enough. How are the upgrades? Do you have Stim? No. You have no upgrades or anything. Alright. This is going to be a rough one, as Stim is done, and +1/+1 for Frog. Yeah, that was a massacre. Massacre of all of Fayhawk's stuff. He dead. Making some additional Marines. Trying to make nukes. Does he have any ghosts? No. He has no ghost in production either. Like, a nuke on your own ground might be enough to make this thing happen, actually. You could do it. You made a starport with a tech lab. You could make a battle cruiser Frog. And that's the good game out of Fayhawk. Fayhawk out! Frog is your winner in 50 minutes and 9 seconds. And Fayhawk has left the game. Alright, so don't send me 15-minute games unless there are 4 nukes involved. And even then, I don't know. I can't guarantee you'll get cast. All right, so that's it for that one in the cheese compilation. I think that was number 6 or 7. I don't know. We'll be back, though, with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese. This is, in fact, game number 7 from cheese compilation number 18, and it will be between Barcode and Dead Soldier here on Interloper, the latter edition. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Barcode. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Zerg player. It is Dead Soldier. All right, so Dead Soldier versus Barcode here at PvZ. Here on Interloper, we'll see who the cheeser is going to be. There's a forge here from Barcode. We will know pretty shortly. You can do this. You can cheese them. Print F said he likes to throw 3 pylons at the top. Then get a gateway at the bottom, I think. And then bring your mothership core over and photon overcharge, canceling 2 of them when you don't need them anymore. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff. It was very involved, actually. Pylon block. Pylon block on Dead Soldier's attempt to get a natural base. Every Zerg player has been there, and it feels bad, man. Expansion here instead. That's totally fine. I liked the lack of indecision from Dead Soldier. He saw the block. He said, forget it, and chucked down his expansion somewhere else, which is just fine. That is, in fact, a forge, though. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Here we go. Cannons on the way. I don't know if this is exactly where they should be, but all right. Also, I feel like Barcode should be checking for bases here that he can kill. Oh, look, there is one. There is one you can kill. All right. Pylon on the way. Excellent. Excellent play here so far from the Protoss player. Although not excellent. I'm not sure what these are doing. I'm honestly not. You can get pylons up here just as easily. And cannons up here. And this, I mean, yes, lings that try to run by will get hit, but it's not a contain per se. Now, the trick here is you throw your cannon down at about the time where Dead Soldier's going to finish the hatch and your cannon finishes. I think he timed it well. I think he timed it well. Yeah, so the hatch is going to finish. The cannon's going to be a little bit later. But close enough, honestly. Close enough. Just beautiful. Beautiful timing here. Hatch done. Surprise cannons, you see. And now it's like, oh. Oh. Overlord trying to scout this out. Going to get killed by the cannons. Oh, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that if you're Dead Soldier. I don't know how Dead Soldier gets out of this. I'm going to be honest. He's going double gas. His expansion is toast. He's making some Zerglings that he's going to try to get up over into the business of Barcode, but this is going to be walled off soon. This will absolutely be walled off soon. And what are you doing down here, Barcode? Are you trying to take a sneaky ninja expand down here in the bottom left-hand corner? I don't know why you need to, but possibly you are. Possibly that is what is happening here. The ling... Oh, a ling drop. Oh, okay. I like this response. I don't think I've considered this before. Evolution chamber, macro hatch here. All right, that's fine. And getting a lair. You just need an evolution chamber. You don't need a lair. I'm double checking. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Oh, lings show up just as that cannon finishes. The timing has been real bad for Dead Soldier, and there's the expansion in the bottom left. I love it. I love it. Dead Soldier says, all right, at least my opponent's contained on one base. No! No! Not contained on one base, but instead contained upon two bases, which is not good for you, Zerg friend. Not good at all. Is he drop lording? No, he's just making regular overlords. I mean, I thought that was the plan. I thought maybe a dropling thing would be there, but instead it's a Roach Warren with a lair with a double hatch with a Nidus. Okay, so it is going to be a Nidus. Now, Barcode, come on. If you've been cheesing Zerg players and cannon rushing them for any length of time, you will know a Nidus Worm is a response a Zerg player will do. It all the time, honestly. You'll see it quite a bit. So throwing up a pylon here, throwing up a pylon here, throwing up a pylon down here will allow you to see when it's coming, and then you can prepare for that adequately. But if you don't see it coming, it's very hard to stop, and the roaches and the queens and these Zerglings will murder you with a lot of hate in their heart because you cannon rush them, and no Zerg will blame them. No Zerg will blame them. Okay, Nidus Network is done. It is filled with many things, almost 2 pages worth of things, and here we go. Nidus Worm erupting! Just with a nice overlook of this beach and the water coming in and these palm trees and the rocks out there. As a Warcraft fan, it'd be fun if there were Naga just running around the beach, just for fun. There's the eruption. There is the sound that every Protoss player fears, and what every one of my videos starts with, actually. So maybe I am partially responsible for that. But here they are, Lings and Queens. Throwing down creep tumors, too, to spread that creep. Probe's trying to fight this? I don't know. He's kind of outnumbered. Well, not outnumbered, but it's close. It's bad. Coming up, defending with this cannon, getting rid of a few Lings. Three Zerglings there. Good. Good, but your main base is in a bit of a shambles, as it turns out. He made a Roach Warren. Did he not make any roaches? No. He has not made any roaches, surprisingly enough. He's trying to do this with Lings and Queens. Guess what? Void Rays. Void Ray is in production in that bottom left base that I mentioned previously. Cannon into Void Ray is a very popular strategy, actually. And it works pretty well, especially in these lower leagues. But guess what? Cybercore down. Pylon's done. Is it going to supply block? I don't think it's going to supply block Barcode. No, he's fine. He had extra pylons down here in his base. So Dead Soldier thinks he's won this. Oh, but the probes lead. Oh, they lead. Oh. Probes gave away secret base. That's not good. Although there are cannons here and some Void Rays. So, hey, can live with it. Can live with it. 4 queens defending over here. Another queen on the way. Gonna have 5 queens against 2 Void Rays. That's fine. That will be just fine. Dead Soldier should be able to handle it. Ling's coming rolling on in here. And against 2 cannons, I think this is enough. I think this is enough. Ah, the probes are fighting too. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll have to see. Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen. Do the Lings win this, or do the probes and cannons win this? Or do the Void Rays win this? No, especially not with spores. Yep, 1 Void Ray dies immediately. Queen count just too high. Both cannons are down. There are still Lings available here. The probes aren't fighting very well. Oh, and the probes run for it. Wow, Lings win. Lings win. I would have put money on the probe cannon, but nope. Shows how much I know, honestly. All right, so these queens are defending. Is really bad. Is really bad news here for Barcode. Is down 17 to 12 harvesters. It is still 1 base to 1 base, mind you. But these queens are the perfect answer to these Void Rays that he's still trying to make. No, Barcode, don't do it. Don't keep making Void Rays. The anti-air is too good. Even Hydralisks are on the way. For Dead Soldier now. That, oh, and in fact, we do have a Nidus Worm up north. Gonna come on down and try to get some murderous things done. Void Rays, just no. Too many queens. Too many queens against your Void Rays. The Nidus Worm erupts again. Barcode looks around the room frantically. What is happening? How? Ah, Hydras. Hydras. They don't have muscular augments, but it doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters here. Void Ray trying to defend. And toast. 2 more Void Rays trying to come in here as well, and that's a good game from Barcode. Barcode is out. Dead Soldier is victorious, and Barcode has left the game. Hydralisks want to finish this thing off, which is okay, and that's it. Having cast this, just in the last couple seconds, I've realized I think I've cast this game before. I think this ended up in the wrong folder, and I've cast this game, this exact game. I don't know if I posted it as a Minrake Madness or part of the Cheese compilation, though. I might have just posted it in Minrake Madness. That's hilarious. Anyway, so if you've seen this, apologies, but you probably haven't. My Mindrake Madness games do not get much attention, but she certainly does. So, all right. Good job, Dead Soldier, getting the win there. Good transitioning into Queens and Hydras, dealing with the Void Ray transition of a barcode, and Zerg wins it. So that's it for that one. We'll be back with more cheese in just a second. Welcome back to Cheese Compilation number 18, everybody. This will be a game between Maybe and Pusky the Kid on Ascension to Ire, the latter edition. All right, this is one of the 2 replays sent to me that got recommended by all 4 screeners. So not to hype it up, but I'm expecting a very excellent cheese replay. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the Red Protoss player. It is Pusky the Kid from Argon. Is that Railgun's clan? I think Argon... I thought Railgun was the only one in the Railgun clan. I don't know. Top left corner of the map, the Blue Terran player. It is Maybe. What's our APM for this? Fairly low. So I don't think this is GM, and this is not Railgun, playing under an assumed name. Definitely not. Gateway first with the probe scout here from Pusky the Kid, but he's not actually scouting. No. He's heading up over here to throw down some kind of a proxy. Yeah, there's the pylon. There be that pylon right next to these reeds blowing in the wind, right next to the pine trees. It's such a nice map, Ascension to Ire is. It's mountainous, is what it feels like to me. SCV coming out to scout, not going to see that pylon well placed. Also, there's a wall at the front, so the probe can't get in. Sorry, probe. You wanted to scout, but you're not allowed to because you took that delay, throwing down a pylon instead. Well, I guess I'll just have to get out my energy by tossing down a cybernetics core, and then is it going to be an oracle? Maybe it's going to be an oracle. There's your cyber core. Just waiting on that cyber core. Not much else to do. I mean, I guess you could look over the edge into this bottomless cavern of darkness and despair. Man, that looks real scary down there. Is there actually something down there, though? I can't really see it from this angle. Nah, still looks like your death. That's what I think it looks like. SCV scouting. K. Missing a pylon. There's only 1 pylon here. There should be 2 at this point. About 2 minutes, 20 workers in. Should be 2 pylons up, and there are not. So, again, alarm bells. Also, Zealot first. Who goes Zealot first against Terran? That's also super strange. It's your time, Stargate. Stargate, going to be a very fast Oracle to sneak right on in here. Get some things done for Pusky the Kid. SCV running back home to get hacked at by that Zealot. And a Widow. There we go. Widow Mine from Maybe. Perfect. Perfect response. He knows if it's a Stargate, and it likely is at this point, that a Widow Mine will keep that Oracle out of your mineral line pretty well. I mean, a missile turret wouldn't hurt either, honestly. Maybe a Cyclone, too, would be nice. Widow Mine first, though, and Marines. So good. Marines, Widow Mine, everything he's making can shoot up, so that's great. Oh, not making a Cyclone. Okay, he's relying pretty heavily on this Widow Mine to save him. Stargate is just about done. SCV does scout it. Oh, SCV. Hero SCV scouts the Stargate, I think almost by accident, honestly. Almost by accident, but mostly on purpose here. Marine versus Zealot. And it's really hard to micro well enough against the Zealot to win. Mothership core here. Wow, really late pylons being tossed down here by Pusky the Kid. So Photon Overcharge is going to be a thing. Going to try to sneak in the Oracle behind it. And by that I mean there is no Oracle on the way from Pusky the Kid. He's completely changed his mind. He's going for this pylon rush instead. There's your Photon Overcharge, killing a couple Marines before they are smart enough to get out of the way. There's the Oracle. Oh, should have done that a while ago, Pusky. I understand you were concerned and distracted, but geez. Oh, the Marines take so much damage from these guys. Adept. 1 Marine down. How many Marines do you have? 2 kills, Adept. Good job. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Trying to expand is Maybe. I don't see this working out too well for Maybe. Trying to throw down triple barracks as a response to this. SCV is forced to fight, bringing the tank repair. Ah, the repair for the tank. But another Photon Overcharge is so good. Ugh, Marines have been killed by this. Tank does have the range, mind you. Does have the range. Oracle's done. Coming in and might pick off these SCVs. Get these SCVs. Yeah, these ones. And the Marines. Oh, all the SCVs repairing this tank are gone. Tank getting fired at here too. And can he save it? No! Maybe can't save it. Oracle having a great time. 9 kills, but haha! Widow Mine does its job. And Oracle is dead. The Oracle is dead. Mothership Core has enough for another Photon Overcharge. Just needs a pylon to toss down to make it happen. And there it is. There's your Photon Overcharge. Goodbye, SCV. Goodbye, Tech Lab. Adept joining the party. This tank is defending for maybe, but I don't know if it's enough. I honestly don't know if it's enough. Adept's warping right on top of this tank. Repair is really good. Repair is really good. The Adepts are going after the Mules and SCVs now. That's exactly what they have to be doing. Trying to go after the tank is a futile attempt. Void Ray coming in for Pasky the Kid. I think Pasky the Kid has this. I really do. Another Oracle comes on in. Going to finish off Marines, SCVs, tanks. Yeah, just stay out of the range of that Widow Mine. Oh, there's the Widow Mine. Get it. No, didn't get it. Oh, shoot. 2 kills on that Widow Mine, and they're both Oracles. That's fantastic. That is really good play for maybe, but I don't think it's enough. The Adepts are coming right on in here to this mineral line. They are just displeased with the state of things. Their Widow Mine cooldown, please. Please come down. Didn't happen. Mothership Core has 8 kills. 8 kills has the Mothership Core, and 5 on this pylon, which he's directly responsible for as well. SCVs are fighting. Void Ray joining the party for Pasky the Kid. He is not giving up. Not giving up at all. Widow Mine does kill an Adept. So far 3 for 3, but that's it. Too much. Maybe he's defeated. Pasky the Kid was victorious. Another Protoss win, you guys. Oh, so happy for you Protoss fans. Gonna shed a tear. Just relentless aggression there. Oh, man. Didn't get deterred when he lost his first Oracle or second Oracle. Brought pylons in, brought Mothership Cores in, brought a Void Ray in. I mean, that was relentless pressure. I like it very much. All right, possibly one more, maybe 2 more casts from the Cheese compilation coming at you from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to more Cheese in this compilation number 18. This is a game between Dead Soldier and Miguelito Pro on Defender's Landing, the latter edition. In the top right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Zerg player, Dead Soldier. And in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Miguelito Pro from Lab 16. Miguelito. I think people try to tell me how to say this. I've cast this name before. Miguelito. Is it Miguel, right? Miguelito? Sure, that works for me. Miguelito Pro. So who's going to be our cheeser today? I mean, not today, but this time around. We're on like the 8th or 9th video of this compilation right now. And I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be. Dead Soldier, it looks like he's saving up for a hatch first. Sending his drone at about 200 to get the walking distance time down so the drone shows up. There's exactly 300 in the bank. And look at that timing. Excellent timing out of Dead Soldier here. But it is a double barracks opening from Miguelito, which means probably Reaper. Probably going to be some kind of Reaper play here. There's a refinery. Do you need 2 to go 3 racks Reaper? I don't know, but it is 3 racks. And there is 1 gas, which means it is 3 racks Reaper. Got a spawning pool on the way from Dead Soldier. Just here inside his main base, as is tradition. And the barracks are finishing. Honestly, if you're Miguelito, I would just... can you hop up here? I think you can hop up here. Can't remember. I would toss the barracks down somewhere closer. I mean, this is just slow Lord scouting from Dead Soldier. He's not going to see you. Not going to see you. By the time he comes out, you probably already have Reapers in his base, and scouting doesn't matter anymore. So consider that next time, Miguelito Pro. Spawning pool just about done here, and the first batch of Reapers are going to start moving out across the map in any second. Any second. 3 in production. 1 going to finish. Boo-doo. Then 2's going to finish. Boo-doo. And then 3's going to finish. Boo-doo. And then they'll just keep coming and coming in wave after wave after wave. And we'll see if Dead Soldier can hang on. That's going to be the question of the day. Can Dead Soldier hang on against the relentless Reaper oppression? Yes, double gas is up for Miguelito. You need it. You need it to continue this constant Reaper aggression here. And 2 lings. I don't know if that's going to be enough, even against this 1 Reaper, honestly. Is he making more? No. Dead Soldier, I don't know about this. Okay, he's got 2 more, but guess what? 2 Reapers at this point. This is where DEFCON 4 comes in, Dead Soldier. 2 Reapers. If there's going to be 2, there's going to be 36 is how this works. KD8 charge on that. Queen, hop inside the main. Hop inside the main. The Queen's coming down to defend here, which means the Queen is not available. to defend against the main base. I don't know about this, Reaper dudes. Just leave the queens alone. Get in the main base. Recognize. Hit himself with a KD8 charge. That's not good. That's actually real bad. Little queening bot. I like you, queening bot. Don't attack the queens. No. Moment of silence for these dead Reapers as Miguelito continues to suicide himself into these queens. He got one with a KD8 charge. That was good. Spine crawler coming up to the front, though. Can they not hop up here? Why does that look like a hop-up spot if you can't hop up there? I don't know. Been a long time since I've been in Defender's Landing, honestly, since I've seen that particular thing. Don't try to kill the spine. Just go around it, Miguelito. If you're doing this, there are certain things you have to do to make it work. There you go. Going around the spine crawler, rather. Excellent job. Killing a couple drones. Good. We've got 4 of them now. Excellent. Can they kill it? Oh, hopping inside the main is a good choice. There's another queen here now, though, so that's not fantastic. 88 charges blowing these drones away. Does he have more Reapers coming? He does have more Reapers coming. He's floating a bit of money, and there are roaches out now for Dead Soldier, and there's the Ravager upgrade. Yep, as I always say, Ravagers are the key to beating Reaper aggression. Spine crawler pretty good too. Oh, caught 2 Reapers there. Dang, that hurts. That hurts. 8 drones for 5 Reapers is not a good trade for Miguelito Pro. Sorry, Miguelito. I do not think you are a pro. Even though your APM is 400. Are you kidding? His APM is on average 300 in this game, and he's making weird mistakes with his Reapers, though. Very strange. Reapers are bad against Ravagers because Ravagers have more range than they do. And plus they're pretty fast, especially on creep. Once the Ravagers are out, I just think the aggression is over. You can come back in if and you want. Spine crawler, getting some shots off. KD8 charge, trying to kill that spine, but it's 10 damage per, and it has 300 hit points. So it takes 30 KD8 charges to take down a spine, assuming it hasn't taken any other damage previously. Double gassing it up here at the natural base is Dead Soldier. Expansion on the way from Miguelito, but it looks like Dead Soldier has held here. We're going to speed it up just a little bit because we're not entirely sure if anyone's going to do anything for the next little bit. There we go. Reapers buzzing back on in, and once again, Roach Ravager, pretty good stuff. Yeah, KD8 charges blow them back. They look funny, but you're not going to kill them that quickly. Not that quickly at all. Reapers exploding. KD8 charge. Whee! Blowing those dudes back. And I just don't see this working out very well for Miguelito. He's got some Marines coming in, but Marines are bad against Ravagers and Roaches too. Especially against Mass Ravager. This is a good Ravager group. 6 of them. They're all the colors of the rainbow. They're orange, green, red, yellow. Very fall colory. Transition into fall, I suppose. But he's just going to go for the counterattack, and I don't think Miguelito's going to be ready for this. He has a couple Marauders, which, meh. Against Ravager, not that great. Pull the wounded Ravager to the back. Recommendation. Not getting hit, though, actually. And dodge Corrosive Biles, too. I forgot to mention that part. Also, dodge Corrosive Biles. It's going to be 75 to 49 total supply. And again, here we go. Reapers trying to do this thing. But the Speedlings catching them, trying to get the surround. Can't quite do it. But we're through the wall anyway. KD8 charges notwithstanding. Zerglings kind of stuck back here. Actually, Marauder's doing better against these Ravagers than I expected. Can you repair the supply depot? No, and the surround on the Marauders. And right on top of the SCVs that came to repair as well. Dead Soldier is wrecking the Terran player. 31 to 84 total supply. Marines coming out dying instantly. Roaches joining the party. A couple Marauders do manage to be here as well, but again, fantastically bad against the Zergling. And it's just going to be 17 Lings and 14 Roaches against nothing, and that's it. Miguelito Pro is gone with a good game. Dead Soldier is victorious, and he leaves the game as well. So, good win, good hold. Again, getting Reapers, or getting Ravagers against Reapers is what you want to do. And it helps if your Reaper opponent walks into Queens and Spines and just lets them get shot in the face a lot. So, all right, one more game. We will give you one more because I love you, and we'll wrap it up in just a second. For the final cheese game of this cheese compilation, we will have a game between Scatwinette and Wazillus on Interloper, the Ladder Edition. Wow. In the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Scatwinette, which I don't know. Seems like a French slang term for something obscene is my guess. And in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Zerg player who obviously went random because Scatwinette asked what he was. It is Wizilis. Well, that would not be fun, would it? Question mark. It's a good point. It's a good point. Worth asking, though. Man, these spiny drones, they make me feel uncomfortable. They make me feel like cuddling up to them would be dangerous for my health. And honestly, it would. Wizilis says Terran. Oh, Wizilis. I don't know if we're going to vote for you or root for you if you're going to do that stuff. Oh, no, says Scantoinette. Maybe it's because it's late, but that was funny. That was hilarious. Expansion on the way from Wizilis. He's not going to beat the Cheeser, I don't think. I've made several TVT already today. That's kind of an English as a second language way to say that. Scatwinette, I think, is French. But good English. Better than my French, that's for sure. So, respect. Respect. Oh, Scatwinette, what are you going to build? What are you going to build? Factory would be fun. Factory would be real fun, actually. Is he going to do it? Waiting for those barracks to complete, because that's what he needs to do. Factory! I was right. Proxy fac here from Scatwinette. All right. Against a lying... Has he still not checked to see what race? He doesn't know what race... Why would you not check against someone who went random? Maybe he assumes Terran. Maybe he assumes that Wizilis was telling the truth. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. Marine production back here for Scatwinette. I want to see if he's surprised. I need to see his face when he gets up here and sees the creep and says, oh. I mean, did he see one of the Slover Lords when he was coming down? Maybe he did. Maybe he caught a glimpse of a Slover Lord, which would tell him for sure his opponent is Zerg. And I just can't imagine. Is this Widow Mine? Is this like a... Oh, Widow Mine rush would be sick. Oh, it would be sick. Especially against Zerg. Alright, so he's lifting the factory up into the main base in a place that is not seen because there's no creep there. And he's getting a starport. So Slover Lord going to come in. Probably get chased away by the Marines and not really notice a lack of anything else. They're not going to be able to see the double refinery. That's not going to be something they... get information from. They're not going to see the other production facilities. As long as the Marines do their job, you have one job. Chase this Overlord away. I guess you'll accidentally chase it away because he flew within range. Yeah, so Overlord does not get the scout that he wants, forced to flee, but he knows there's not an expansion. He knows there's not an expansion. It is a Widow Mine rush from Scatwinette. You tricked me, says Scatwinette. Good point. Good point. He did. Dude, make stuff, Scatwinette. Do you not... He hasn't fully saturated a second refinery. He doesn't have the gas that he needs to do this thing. Bad news. Bad news bears. Tech lab. I guess maybe a... This is really weird. This is really weird from Scatwinette. What is he doing? Making another barracks? Maybe a medevac here? Dude, just swinging this Widow Mine into this mineral line would... I mean, it would take him forever to build a spore colony, a spore crawler. Oh, my Brood War StarCraft 2 terms are getting mixed up in my head again. Right in my head. And check this out. We got Ling drops. We got Ling drops. Well, that's Overlord speed anyway, so he does have... Anyway, it's so late. It is so late. We can do this. We can hang on together and get to the end. So it is going to be drop lord stuff. He already has speed. He doesn't have to make this Wizilis Overlord a drop lord. Is he making a... He's making a tank. This is so crazy. And a liberator. Oh, this is going to be close. These Lings are going to wreck. There's just nothing here to stop this for Scatwinette. He's going to lose all of his stuff, but I don't know how he handles this either necessarily. Especially with the liberator, especially with the tank. Especially with a lot of Marines he's about to build from this reactor barracks inside the main base of Wizilis 2. It's just going to be... It's going to be a base race. And base racing a Terran is a horrifically terrible, bad idea. Widow Mine is burrowed here to defend it against Zerglings, but a lot of Lings will die, but not enough to stop them all. And some will get up next to the tank and kill it. All right, here we go. So many Zerglings dropping in. 16 to be exact. Oh, and Banelings 2 from Wizilis. I don't think he even needs the Banelings, honestly. The Zerglings alone will win this. But he doesn't know so many production facilities are here for Scatwinette. Okay, bring the tank into siege range. Bring the Widow Mine with him, and then set the Liberator up in a defender mode circle. That's what you got to do. what you got to do. Look at those spiky banelings. I like them a lot. I like them very much. All right, baneling's going to try to explode on something, and they do kind of get target fired down, but massive hits. Massive hits. A lot of lings are getting killed here, too. They actually clean it up. Ouch, says Wizilis. Good game, says Scatwanette. Oh, you think that's a good game? You think that's a good game? Because Scatwanette has built his entire base inside your base. Yo, dog, I heard you like bases, so I put a base inside your base. How old is that meme? That meme is 3,000 years old. It is the object of archaeological digs in Egypt. All right, Ling's trying to come on in. Liberator Marine getting rid of this stuff. Is it enough? Good micro, actually. Oh, one of the queens does take out a siege tank, but holy shermoly, Batman. More Lings coming in, trying to deal with this stuff. Marine count pretty dang high. And, oh, I don't know. The Lings get the surround on the siege tank. Terrible. Terrible control there from the Terran player. Oh, now he calls the good game well played, and the Zerg player wins it. Oh, I think with some better control, especially with this Liberator, maybe throwing down a bunker here too, he could have won this game. But he did not, and the final game is won by Zerg Wizilis. Sorry, Scatwanette, you have a cool name. I should Google that, actually. I'm going to do a quick Google on Scatwanette and see what it has to say, just because it's late and I'm curious. Scatwanette. That did not work at all. Autocorrector's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Scatwanette. There we go. Scatwanette. Autocomplete, no help whatsoever. Playlist, these are the Scatwanette. Actually, is that? Yeah, I need translate is what I need. I found Scatwanette's BattleNet profile. That's good. Scatwanette. Whatever. I'm too tired. Too tired. Gonna wrap it up. Okay, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with Cheese Compilation number 18. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, and on my podcast. New episode. It's going to be up soon. A link in the description to that. And as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Everybody who's here, I love each and every one of you so very much. And please, as always, take care of yourself.